Hey, good morning and welcome. I'm Karen. This is Veronica Streams Coaching and Tarot. So today is our daily reading. I'm going to use the Light Seer Tarot today. I'm trying to make you dizzy. Just kidding. so, anyway, humor, right? I'm a little embarrassed. That's why I'm laughing. Okay. Anyway, let's do this. And give it a couple shuffles. We're going to take a look at current situation and the influences around that. Keep in mind too, I do personal readings. My website is veronicastreams.org. There's options there, but you can also email me, and my email is linked below. And just put in the reference personal reading. Tell me what you're kind of looking for, and I'll give you the options, and we'll take it from there. So just give me a couple more times here. Okie dokie. What do we need to know today? Whoa. Okay. Current situation. Three of Pentacles. Present influence. Knight of Pentacles. Future influence. Queen of Wands. I like that. What we don't see. Ten of Pentacles. What to look for. Ace of Wands. It's really interesting. This is all Pentacles and these are Wands. Okay. What will be unexpected? Eight of Wands. You know, it's weird to me because right away I'm getting this slow, fast feeling, with Pentacles being like the patience card. You got to have patience and do this and do that. But the Wands are reminding me of the action. So it's kind of cool, actually. It's interesting. And the colors, like the Wands all have red and pink in them, kind of like a fire. And then the Pentacles, well, this one is yellow, brown, green, brown. It's such a different look. Challenge, please. Empress and Strength. High Priestess. Wow. That's really interesting energy to have the Empress as a challenge and the High Priestess as a strength. Wow. Interesting. Okay, where does this lead? Death. And can you tell me after that? Oh, shouldn't do that. There's some interesting energy. I can kind of get that. And advice. Hangman and Ace of Cups is at the beginning of it's at the beginning of the cups. It's at the end of the deck or the bottom of the deck. So for some of you, this could be about like a new relationship that you're creating or that's happening. It also can be about anything new that feels creative or feels important to you in a deeper manner, not just, for money or work, but this can be anything of that nature. But whatever it is, whatever's starting, it's something that matters a lot to you. It has a lot of love involved there. Definitely. So what we have here is the Three of Pentacles is the current situation. So to me, this kind of feels like work in a way, but it could be any kind of project. And whatever this is, it's either people together that have different strengths, or I overall feel like it's people, but it could be just the energy of having things come together. So, like different things that you're working on. Let's say for work, you're working on a couple different things. You're, trying to maybe get promoted or change jobs. and you're kind of putting all your strengths together. To me, this is a really good current situation. I feel like you're in a time where whether this is people or things or doesn't matter, it feels, I don't know, it feels very stable to me about whatever this current situation is. It feels comfortable, stable. It feels engaging to some degree. Um, the only problem is I feel like with the Knight of Pentacles, again, we are going back to that slow process. But you know, this, I love this Knight of Pentacles in this deck because it's visual on how he's planting those pentacles as he's moving forward. It's not, it, you know, everything has intent here, but the problem with it being in an influence is it's, things are moving forward. The problem with, oops, sorry, the problem with this card is it's just slow, but everything happens with intent to grow and to become more. So there is a lot of intent involved here. Um, I feel like the future energy, I mean, the Queen of Wands is, this could be someone that comes in, absolutely, with, it could be your energy or someone else's, depending. I almost feel like it's yours. Like you, in the near future here, in the next few days, you get kind of start getting excited about things. And I think what you're trying to do with this group is get people excited about it. You know, like you're kind of cheerleader type attitude. That's what I'm getting the feeling. The thing is whatever's happening here too. There is a lot of energy with that Ace of Wands, looking for that new spark. But I feel like that comes in with this. But it's more than just you feeling motivated about it. I feel like this Three of Pentacles, whatever that is to you, is you either, um, if it's things, then you're just getting motivated about those, or if it's people that you're working with, you're doing the cheerleading. You're trying to use motivation to get them motivated, to maybe make it a little more exciting, to make it, kind of feel like that. That's the energy I'm getting. The Ten of Pentacles is what you don't see at all right now. And I feel like this is the fact that all of this work with the pentacles up here, the Knight of Pentacle and the Three of Pentacle, this card reminds us that what you don't see is that this is a family to some degree or another. Okay, so if it's work, it's a really good group of people that feels good. And in this group, I would say that there would be different ages, like young, older, I mean, all different ages. And most likely, not always. Or if it's not ages specifically, it's life experience. And life experience doesn't mean necessarily age. It can be, but it's not necessarily. So I do feel like that energy, you're not realizing how, I think this energy is pretty important. That's what I'm feeling. Like it's a really good, um, look for it too. Like look for that stability in the people around you if this has to do with work. If it's feeling really worky to me, but there is something about a relationship here with this Ace of Cups. And then the Ace of Wands is what to look for. Again, I think it's just about keeping that passion going because the Eight of Wands is in the unexpected. I do feel like this could be travel, but it also could be a message comes in. And a kind of like, that message I think is kind of what gets you motivated. But I think you really need to look for it. And when the message comes in, you have to see it. Ooh, God, sorry. That probably didn't sound good. You have to see it for what it is. And if it's a new beginning, you're going to have to see that. And that's why saying what to look for, that this message, I mean, it could be travel too. I feel like I'm really short. Now, I mean, I feel like there's a well, with the death card is where this leads. I do feel like growth is happening as well. Let me do something really quick. I want to just pull a couple cards on that Ace of Wands for what to look for. What is this ace that we're looking for? Oh, it could be a person. It's deciding what to do here. So we got the King of Cups, which I feel like is kind of reminiscent of the Ace of Cups. The World, which reminds us that we're at a time in our life where we've reached a completion, and the reason why to watch for it is because you're going to have to make a decision on how to move forward. Do you grab a hold of the new thing, or do you just stick with the old thing? And I think the world is reminding us that the old thing is the old thing, you know. So it's looking for that new beginning. But with the Two of Swords as part of the clarifier, you're looking for it, but it's up to you to grab a hold of it, and it'll be your decision to grab a hold of it. You don't have to. Um, you don't have to, but it's definitely there. And I do believe that the Eight of Wands. I'm just going to pull a couple on that one really quick to make sure I got this right. Seven of Pentacles, Four of Cups, Four of Wands. Yeah. So, well, we've got two fours there, which equal eight. So the Seven of Pentacles, Four of Cups, Four of Wands. Whatever there is, so there's been something that you've been working on, right? This is the energy of the what you've been working on. That's kind of, I mean, part of you is kind of like been kind of about it, but the eight is actually the celebration piece that comes in. So it's important to look for this and I think it's going to be quite exciting when that energy does come in. So keep that in mind. I mean, this has something to do with, it feels like a group of people, or it feels like it's a new beginning of some sort. There's a new beginning happening here, but it's up to you to look for it and reach out and grab it. Because if we don't grab it, then it just, that opportunity can go away. Keep in mind, these spreads are more in the advice type arena where it's telling you to kind of look for these things, giving you the energies to look for and to grab hold of. If it resonates, look for these things. So the Empress is in our challenge. I feel like the reason why this is there is whatever new is coming in, you may have to revamp the old, which means, and I'm going back to looking at the Ten of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles, and I'm going here going, this is something that you've been nurturing for a long time. So if you're looking at starting something new, this might be hard in the respect that you feel like you've spent a lot of time nurturing this other thing. So it will be a challenge to grab a hold of that new thing. It just will be. I mean, well, the challenge of grabbing hold of it is that you have spent a lot of time and energy and love to some degree. This could be relationship too, but it could be anything you're working on where you feel like you have to let that go. I don't know that you do. The Strength is the High Priestess. Keep in mind that this is reminding you to follow those feelings within. And even what, okay, so if this is your strength, think about, what you do to tap into your higher power, or to meditate, or to connect with your spirit guides, higher self. I always think about it as higher self, because I feel like this is your strength, and to tap into that a little bit. As far as advice goes, I would definitely tap into it. Do some, light. And again, I don't like to say, go meditate for hours and hours. We don't have hours and hours usually in our day, but if we make it, a 10-minute thing or a 15-minute thing, it can help us, tap into our visions too, another thing is, and I've kind of been doing this too, is just reviewing the chakras every day. 5 minutes, 3 minutes. I don't take a lot of time, because sometimes we just don't have it. But just and when you do that, you're kind of opening up those areas, or you focus on one that you feel like is closed off, or blocked or something. So I would say definitely tap into that, trust it, as much as you can. It's hard for me to give that advice, because sometimes when I feel like I'm having an intuitive moment, it's just anxiety. And I got to be careful not to grab hold of something that's not going to serve me too. So where does this lead? It leads to the death card, and I feel like this is an awakening. And the reason why in this deck, if his mask is showing you this clear area, and that was what kind of reminded me of the chakras, the crown and the third eye, like, really, I feel like this is going to awaken you in general. So it doesn't necessarily mean the chakras, but I feel like you are going to have a clearer vision of where you want to go and what you want to do. There is a decision to be made here, and I know that just came up as a clarifier, but I do feel like with the energy of the ace and what to watch for, you're going to have to determine whether you want this new beginning or not. The Five of Swords came after that, and I feel like this is going to be like something gnawing at you. When you have this clarity, then you will go through a moment of, oh crap, and he's scratching his head. He's got the crow on his shoulder. Did I do the right thing? Did I not do the right thing? And I feel like it's about the right thing. This guy's walking away. It's that Five of Swords. The some people not fighting fairly is one interpretation of the card. And I do feel like this is, did I make the right decision? It's not like you can go back. So it's not a Two of Swords. It's more kind of fighting with something talking in your head. So be careful of listening to negative self-talk in the near future here. Regardless, you're going to probably a little bit, but we all do that no matter what. And sometimes our negative self-talk can lead to positive self-talk. And it also can give us a clue as to how we're feeling about ourselves or something. And so I had to pull a card after. So Six of Pentacles came after. This is leading to whatever is happening with that Ace of Wands is eventually leading to being in a position of equal give and take. If this is a relationship, it will seem more equal. It will seem balanced. If it's work, it's going to be the community involved. I don't feel like this is one person giving. I feel like this is, in this deck, I feel like it's a give and take. I don't know why, but I always get that out of this deck. Some decks, I always feel like it's definitely like someone taking advantage, but I don't feel that way. And I do feel like, though, this is definitely a good way that you're headed, for sure. So our advice is the Hangman. And I like this advice anytime we have decisions to make or what to do next. I feel like this Ace of Wands opportunity may seem awkward. It may not seem as exciting as the Ace of Wands might appear it to be, or you may be wondering, like, how can I make that work? And I think this, because having the Hangman in the advice, it's reminding us to take a stand back and look at things from a different perspective, or do self-reflection. But I feel like it's more, look at this situation a little differently, because if you're having any hang-ups about what to do, then you might just need to step back and take a different perspective. I feel like there's a lot of energy, and I feel like part of it's going to come in really fast, and I feel like part of it's like, oh, do I do that? So you're kind of going to have this up and down energy maybe throughout the next few days. Um, there's a lot of cards that make me feel like things are moving forward, but there's this halt, then excitement, then halt, then excitement. That's the kind of energy I'm getting. So it might get kind of frustrating. And I'm just going to pull one more card as to anything else we need to know today. Judgment. And I feel like it's an awakening. I do. I felt like that with the death card. So I feel like that's just keep in mind that you are growing, that you are making good positive changes to allow yourself to see more clearly about what you want to do, and making you feel, yeah, reborn. I mean, it's a rebirth card, so you're going to feel very much like, yeah, I got this. So there you have it. There is your reading for today. I hope you liked it. Please hit the like button or leave me comments. Appreciate all of the things. Thank you. Take care. Have a beautiful day.